software, that student information system, I guess it's referred to as. A lot of districts use it to drive their whole district. It's been my desire to do that, or it was my perception that that would be a good way to do it, but it was kind of reinforced by another set of meetings that I was at a week or two before that. So Power School has been you may have heard it mentioned before, it wasn't real well loved when it first came to the district, partly because it displaced a product that was as good or better or understood at the time. But suffice it to say that I'm glad to know how to use it more effectively, and I still believe that it will help our district get more productive and better at what it does going forward. Aside from that, there's been a change in the way that the government distributes the money that is withheld from your phone bills for the Universal Services Fund. You probably don't even notice it anymore, but that it will affect to some extent what the district does for the next 2 or 3 years, redirecting the way that it spends some of its technology money to try to get some of that money, because we're going to lose some of what we were getting from it to pay for our telephone systems. Basically, the government thinks that most of our telephone systems are good enough and that we should be beefing up our Wi-Fi. So we'll jump on that too, but not sure that we'll be able to do it this year, but probably next year we ought to have something in place to get at least our hand in that pot. Enough?
And thanks to Vern and their staff, the custodial staff, for all their hard work. It looks like the white stuff is starting to come. And, we have the plow on the tractor, we have the salt bags ready and the salt spreader ready, and we're ready. Let's just hope it's a mild winter.
Well, we could give children shovels.
Yes, where can you
Yeah, teachers can shovel, so they got a few extra bucks. Yeah.
You know, it's part of the wellness plan. Teachers and faculty and students shoveling hour.
All right, item 11, closing guests and public comment. Who has something they'd like to say that they didn't get to say?
I have a comment about the busing issue. I'm being very, very mean, but I don't know why we started picking up every student inside of the village, including juniors, seniors, everyone. My children walk to school several blocks and I didn't know that. I'm not talking about preschool or kindergartners, but when I go to school in the morning, there are 20 plus vehicles at the elementary school. There are that many parents taking their kids to school. Carpool. Like Sarah said, there's no reason that we have overcrowded buses. There isn't. I believe that it doesn't hurt elementary students to walk to. I see kids coming from far north of the Pelican, the dogs and kids, on bikes and walking, and I don't think it hurts them.
I was in East Grand Rapids on Friday, and it was a steady stream by my sister's house. Kids walking to school, and they had little scooters.
Right.
And I just thought it looked healthy.
And I don't know when it changed, when we started taking up every
I don't
morning
either.
in the village, but it's been quite a few years, but
So they have sidewalks.
not that long.
And you know, that may be part of the solution.
You're done.
We may have no other options.
Yes, I am, and it's like, you know,
Look, maybe part of them.
deal with it. Jerry?
I just wanted to say I'm grateful for your stated and Tracy's stated intent to solve some of these financial issues before January. Personal thing. And I guess I'm still confused, and it's just a perception and a statement about how we got to that one option, because I thought last Tuesday night we were going to discuss several options, so it really left me, and I'm easily confused these days, but that one
I
really.
would speak to that, and that I wasn't on the committee heard again and again that we want to know if there's gonna be a cut. And so I think that they came up with this motion because they're trying to make sure everybody knows what the cut is. They didn't want us to do exactly what we did today, which was put it off.
Well, and basically, we had to have a discussion, had to have a motion, an action item motion on the floor in order to discuss it like we did.
So it was just a plan.
Well, you know, we didn't know what would happen exactly, but. Anyone else?
I get, yeah, I think that the beauty of where we live is how we deal with issues. I mean, I don't think that there's a single person who's going, that we're looking to assess blame right now. I think if we all have one common mission, and that's to find solutions, that's what we have to do. And as much as, if you want to wallow in the mud, wallow in the mud. But we better find a way to work together to get what we want. And I think that that's the beauty of where we live. We've done it for a long time, and we're pretty good at it. So let's go there in the next month with everybody playing a part in doing what they know is right for all of our kids. And I don't think we can go wrong with that.
And Glenn, I just want to add to that I think you need to extend that into many, many years. It's very easy to boil it down to this particular issue, but we are going to run into these issues probably.
Yep.
I'd like to say that we aren't, but you know, if people can think even a little more long-term, that helps.
Well, and I would like to say too, I'm glad that we're taking some time to think about those other options instead of jumping into something. But that also is part of the discussion, if some of these things are where we're going, that we're also looking beyond, so how are we gonna, what are we gonna do? You know, looking beyond, what's the repercussions of if we do this, then this, if we do this, then this, and that should be part of the discussion as well. You know, as we look at what's best for kids, I'm glad that we're taking some time and not rushing into something.
I think it's so hard to, like I thought, we kind of had that same thought is, okay, if we do this, what's it gonna look like? What's next year gonna look like? But I'm not ready to say we're not gonna have some money. We're out of formula, yes, but I'm still hoping that that's gonna, you know.
How many students out of formula are out?
22.
And I don't think that's, you know, a really bad thing, so we don't wanna lose a half person, so. But I'm still hoping for it. But I think it's hard to know what we're gonna do.
Anyone else? Now's your chance. Okay, then I will entertain a motion to adjourn our meeting at 8:59.